For what purpose, the gentlelady from Tennessee seek recognition?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have an amendment at the desk, Blackburn 12.
The clerk will report the amendment. Designate the amendment.
Amendment number 12, printed in the congressional record, offered by Mrs. Blackburn of Tennessee.
Pursuant to House Resolution 223, the gentlelady from Tennessee and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. Chair recognizes the gentlelady from Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And this is an amendment that I bring every year, and I told Chairman Simpson that I knew he was delighted to see me back on the floor again this year with the amendment for the 1% across the board spending cut. And I do want to thank the committee for its hard work in cutting. And it's important to note that the proposed funding level for this appropriations bill this year is $35.4 billion, which is $633 million below the President's budget request. But I've got to say, with the situation in our nation with our debt, I think my 1% spending reduction, which will save taxpayers an additional $356 million, is something that is necessary, and it is a step that we need to take. I am really fully aware that some of the appropriators aren't standing in favor of the 1% across the board cuts. In fact, when I offered this amendment to last year's bill, I was told that cuts of this magnitude, quite honestly, go far too deep. Well, I think that when you look at the fact that we need to be cutting another penny out of a dollar, that is not too deep, because our debt is something that is damaging our nation's security. Even Admiral Mullen has said that the greatest threat to our nation's security is our growing national debt. And because of that, we need to do a little bit more every time we come to the floor for appropriations to get this $18.2 trillion debt under control. As I've said before, across-the-board spending cuts effectively control the growth and cost of the federal government. They not only give agencies flexibility to determine which expenses are necessary, but more importantly, they don't pick winners and losers. Not only do I support the across-the-board cuts, many of our governors support them, Republican and Democrat. When I was in the state Senate in Tennessee, we couldn't adjourn that until we balanced a budget. That is why our states are controlling their debt, they're reining in their expenses, and our federal government is not. We kick the can down the road, go print more money, run up more debt. It is time to get it under control. Saving another penny on a dollar is a necessary step. With that, I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentlelady from Tennessee reserves. Any member? Gentlelady yields back. Gentlelady from Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am just so delighted that my friend mentioned what we need is a robust economy, because I agree the Obama economy has been abysmal and has been terrible for our country. And you're exactly right. The middle class has shrunk. Wages have been cut. All that has happened. And I know the American people are sick and tired of it, and they would like to get this country moving again. And the Obama economy has caused much of the problems that are in front of us. I'm so pleased, too, that she mentioned the $2.3 trillion that we have spent importing oil. If you look at who has been importing a lot of that oil, OPEC, importing that to us. OPEC is one of the top 5 holders of our debt. That adds to both our energy security and our national security problems, Mr. Chairman. It is time to open up our lands and drill here and drill now. Now, quite frankly, a penny on a dollar is another way to engage rank-and-file employees. I've seen it work at the state level. I know other states have used that. As I said, both Democrat and Republican governors have done it. My state of Tennessee did this as we reduced the size and growth of the budget in our state. By the way, we had to do it because we were the test case for Hillary Clinton's health care plan, and that just threw our budget all out of whack. So, yes, we found ourselves cutting about 9 cents across the board per department. Do across-the-board cuts work? Yes. Do they send the right message? Absolutely. Do they engage the rank and file? You better believe it. Are they a step toward getting out of control, spending under control? Yes, they are. And we need to do that. Every man, woman, and child in this country right now has over $56,000 worth of debt that they would be responsible for. That's a per-person load for our $18.2 trillion worth of debt. We've got $18.2 trillion worth of debt, and we can't cut another penny out of a dollar. The chairman has done a great job. They have the right focus. I think that what we do is give them another little push, engage the bureaucracy, which, by the way, they are not having to make the cuts that men and women in small businesses are having to make. It's the fair thing to do, and I yield back my time.
Gentlelady's time has expired. The gentleman from Idaho yields back. Questions on the amendment offered by the gentlelady from Tennessee. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. Opinion of the chair, the noes have it.
Vote.
Gentlelady. Pursuant to Clause 6, Rule 18, further proceedings on the amendment offered by the gentlelady from Tennessee will be postponed.